going to talk about coming out, but not in the conventional sense. Because before you can come out to everyone else, you must come out to yourself.
Indeed.
Sometimes the hardest part about coming out is coming out to yourself, because you have to accept that you do not like the specific gender that your culture would like you to like. That was a very long way of explaining it, but that was the best way my mouth could think of right now.
Sometimes it's hard for us to understand inside what we are, and like it hurts us sometimes, and sometimes it's difficult because a lot of the times it's you're in denial.
That's right. I sometimes think of the coming out to yourself as kind of similar to the 5 stages of grief.
Very similar to the 5 stages of grief, actually.
Which are denial or isolation, anger, bargaining, depression, and finally acceptance. The first stage is denial or isolation. Obviously, you're going to deny yourself that, oh, I'm gay, or I'm a lesbian, or queer, or so on and so forth. You're not going to think, no, I can't be gay. Or you may even go into like, no, I'm not a faggot, which is a terrible word, by the way.
I heard you saying it.
Don't be at it.
No.
You're gonna go through all these things, and you're gonna feel really sad inside, but that comes later. So you're gonna be denying the fact that you could possibly be part of the
LGBTIQQ2SAP.
You're gonna deny that you could possibly be anything other than normal. I use air quotes because what is normal these days?
Relative.
It's all based on your view.
Oh yeah.
The next stage is anger. You're gonna be angry at yourself for even possibly thinking that you could be homosexual or anything of that sort. So you're going to be angry with yourself, you're going to be angry with other members of the community because you don't want to be like them. You see it all the time in like movies and TV shows, how like the person who's bullying the gay kid is the one who's also gay. Now bargaining, this is where you're bouncing back and forth. It's like, well, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
If only I had gone to church more, it wouldn't have turned out this way.
Yeah. If only I'd be a holy man or woman.
Maybe if I didn't watch so much Spice World.
Maybe if I dressed more like a dude. Or dressed in dresses. Which really has nothing to do with any of this. But
I've heard them before.
Yeah. You hear everything these days.
Depression.
Then it's depression. You're thinking, no, how could I be this way? And you're going to be really sad, and you're going to hide away. And when people ask you what's wrong, you're going to say, oh, nothing, everything's fine. When really there's not, and you should probably be talking to these people about what you're going through.
But that's another video.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're going to be upset and you want to talk to people about it, but, like, you don't really know what's going on with yourself yet. And, like, you're so depressed about it, you're like, why can't I just be like every other human being on the planet? Which is not true, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm going to insert an extra stage in here because I just thought about it. And that is experimentation.
Woo!
This is where you experiment with watching porn. That's how I experimented. Watching guy on guy, girl on girl, different sorts of porn like that. You could also experiment by going out to the club, get really drunk, start making out with some dudes and some chicks, and like figuring out, do I actually like this? And then once you finished experimenting and you have decided, you will accept, yes, I am bisexual.
Thank the Lord! Thank the Lord!
Save heavens above! Amen, sister friend! And how do I know about these? Because I went through it. Back when I first moved into the big city, I wasn't originally from here. I grew up saying, oh, I like boys.
Pause. And when we say big city, we mean population of like what?
500,000.
There you go. See, the big city.
No, there's 500,000 in the province.
They,
So we're gonna say like just slightly over 100,000.
yeah, well, we're very tiny.
Okay, we went to. Basically, what I'm saying is I moved from thousands to tens and hundreds of thousands. So basically, when I moved in town, I was as I considered, I was very much straight.
Whip.
I like boys. I don't like girls. I like boys. That was my point of view. And then when I moved in town, and there was more acceptance and more to see. Gay people are more open in town.
Very much so.
So you're able to see it, and I spoke with a friend, and I spoke about feelings that I had in high school that I didn't realize were feelings until I moved in town. And then he suggested that I watch girl-on-girl porn and see how I felt about it. And I watched it, and I really, 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 really liked it. Like, I mean, I won't watch anything else. I will only watch girl-on-girl porn. And, like, I'm a girl. Growing up, I've, like, kissed girls. And, yes, I kissed a girl, and I liked it. But even though I want to be with a girl, and I want to have sex with a girl, and I just really like boobies, I also like guys. And a lot of people don't understand the fact that a person can like girls and like guys. So for the longest time, I considered myself, and by longest time, I mean like maximum 6 months, I considered myself a lesbian because I thought, well, I like girls, so I must be a lesbian because I like girls. So how can I like girls and like guys, because bisexuality is bad and it's not a real thing, because that's what I knew.
Yeah, I've actually heard people call bisexuality like the unicorn term because it doesn't actually exist.
Yeah. Apparently.
Offensive people.
Apparently I don't
Offensive.
Yeah. No. We exist. I'm here. She can touch me. I'm a real person. And I like boobs and I like penis. Is there really anything wrong with that? No, there is not. So I went through all the stages and I accepted myself. And I came out to myself. And I have been out to myself for approximately 3 years. And I've been very happy. So if you feel like you are going through these stages of grief or through denial or anything, and you feel like you have nowhere to turn and you are questioning yourself, do what I didn't do. Go and talk to a person from the community.
Yeah, buddy, that works.
It does.
Not the right person. Don't go talking to some like random. Talk to someone who's designated as a counselor.
Yeah.
Or like part of like coordinating events.
If you're questioning that you may be lesbian or gay, then you can talk to someone who's also to anybody who's lesbian or gay, because they will most likely be accepting. But if you're questioning the fact that you may be bisexual, go and talk to a counselor, because unfortunately being bisexual is not
it's not 100% accepted in the gay community. That's
so
all.
So you're not really accepted in the gay community, you're not really accepted in the non-gay community.
I mean, it's perfectly acceptable and it's 100% okay to be bisexual. However, it's just people don't they don't appreciate it the same way, and a lot of the times that people just think they're confused or whatever. It's just
they want you to pick a side.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I can't pick a side.
No,
and I don't intend to.
Like, you don't. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Some people aren't as accepting, even inside the gay community, of people who are bisexual and perhaps even pansexual. That being said, though, I have talked to people who are more okay with the term pansexual and they are bisexual, but I don't get that, okay? I don't understand it.
Pansexuals do not mean that you have sex with pans.
Nope. For another video.
And the internet is your guide.
Yeah, use it as a tool.
Yeah, there's lots of information on all different types of sexuality. And there's even information on people who do not identify. Because some people don't identify.
We have friends who don't identify.
That's right.
I don't identify.
There you go. She doesn't identify.
Why didn't I think of me first?
I don't know.
I think because I think it started to sort of more identify closely with the pansexuality.
Yeah.
A little bit, because I think that's what I most closely identify to. So I felt the need to sort of like put
it down in the comment section below if you have any information about gender neutral people, and we will look up some information ourselves.
Yes.
For
oh my
future
god.
videos. But I think that's all we have for this week. Stay tuned for next week where we talk about coming out to everyone else. Coming up, part 2 will be airing on Boxing Day.
Taking your boo home for the holidays.
Need some tips and pointers? Check out next week's video.
Bye!
Bye!